Okay, so who else out there has felt like just a total garbage monster lately? Like dragging through the day, brain's foggy, energy levels are non-existent.
Yeah. It's like the modern day mascot is a big, like, sad trash bag.
Pretty much. But you are so not alone. And thankfully, this deep dive is all about finding those practical solutions to help you feel better, not just some vague wellness stuff.
Right, exactly.
We're diving into some really interesting stuff today. We've got this guide. It's all about getting rid of those garbage days.
Right.
Plus, we've got this awesome conversation all about hitting the reset button on your health. So, what's our mission here? Basically, to give you some really actionable takeaways, to help you understand why you might be feeling off and what you can actually do to feel amazing, like truly, consistently amazing.
Yeah.
Think of your body as this incredible mansion. It just needs some TLC, and you're the homeowner. You have the power to transform it. So what jumps out at you from all this?
What jumps out at me, I think it's so fascinating, this idea that our bodies are always sending us signals. Like they're trying to communicate what they need,
Yeah.
but we're so busy, so bombarded with information all the time that we just miss those signals, or we completely misinterpret them.
It's like we're living in this noisy mansion, and we've just tuned out the sounds of, the leaky pipes and the flickering lights.
Exactly. And one of the loudest signals our body sends is how we feel, like our energy levels, our mood, our digestion, even our cravings.
Interesting.
If we're always feeling like garbage, it's a pretty clear sign that something needs to change.
So true. So let's start with something pretty basic, food.
Okay, yeah.
Both of our sources really emphasize this idea. Food is information, not just calories.
That's true.
Every bite we take, it's sending instructions to our genes, impacting everything from our energy levels to our mood to our risk of disease.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. It's like, imagine trying to run, a high-performance car on cheap, low-grade fuel.
Right.
It might sputter along for a while, but it's going to break down eventually. Our bodies are the same way. If we're constantly filling them up with garbage fuel, processed foods, sugary drinks, refined grains, we're not giving them what they need to actually thrive.
Okay, so let's break it down. What are some of the biggest, garbage fuel culprits that we should really be ditching?
I mean, anything that comes in a box or a package with a list of ingredients you can't pronounce, that's a good place to start.
Right.
Those ultra-processed foods, they're often stripped of nutrients, and they're loaded with things that cause inflammation. They disrupt our gut bacteria, which leads to a whole cascade of health problems.
It's like we're inviting those little garbage monsters to set up camp in our gut.
Exactly. And then there are the sugary drinks.
Oh, yeah.
They sneak in so easily. Soda, juice, fancy coffee drinks, energy drinks. They might give us that, temporary energy boost, but they also send our blood sugar on this roller coaster ride, leaving us feeling even more drained and reaching for more junk.
And don't forget those refined grains. White bread, white pasta, pastries. It's like they turn straight to sugar in our bloodstream.
Yes, exactly. And they trigger those blood sugar spikes and crashes,
leaving
us feeling tired, irritable, and craving more unhealthy foods.
Ugh. Okay, so we're ditching the garbage fuel. But what does premium fuel actually look like?
Premium fuel, think real, whole, unprocessed foods, the kind our ancestors would recognize. Load up on colorful vegetables and fruits, healthy fats like avocados, nuts, olive oil, lean protein, from sources like fish, chicken, beans, maybe some whole grains if you tolerate them well.
Okay, that sounds delicious. But how does making these changes actually translate into feeling better?
Well, one of the sources talks about this incredible 10-day real food reset challenge, and it's shown remarkable results.
Oh, wow.
People who ditch the processed junk focus on those real whole foods for just 10 days.
Yeah.
They report such significant improvements, in their energy levels, their digestion, their mood, even their skin.
I love that idea of a reset. Giving our bodies a chance to press the refresh button and remember what it feels like to really thrive.
Exactly. And the science actually backs this up. Research has shown that even in just 6 days, people can significantly reduce their symptoms of inflammation.
Wow.
And improve their overall well-being just by making these dietary changes.
So we're not just talking about some vague wellness concept. There's real science behind this.
Absolutely. And what's really empowering is that we actually have the power to make these changes one bite at a time.
That's so true. We get to choose what we put into our bodies. And every meal is an opportunity to really nourish ourselves and send those signals of vitality to our cells.
Now, food obviously plays a huge role,
Yeah.
but it's not the only factor that contributes to feeling like garbage. Stress is another major
Oh,
culprit.
yeah.
And it's like this invisible garbage truck constantly dumping toxins into our systems.
He's like, we've got those garbage monsters running the muck inside our mansion and a garbage truck dumping more outside.
Exactly.
No wonder we feel overwhelmed.
Chronic stress leads to this buildup of cortisol, the stress hormone, and that can really wreak havoc on our energy levels, our sleep, our immune system, even our waistlines.
Wait, so stress can actually contribute to belly fat?
It can. When cortisol levels are chronically elevated, our bodies tend to store fat, especially around the midsection.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good reason to get a handle on stress. But with our busy lives, it's not like we can just eliminate stress altogether.
Right. It's not about eliminating stress, but learning how to manage it more effectively and building resilience.
So what are some practical strategies for, like, taming those stress garbage trucks in our lives?
Both sources emphasize this. The power of deep breathing.
Oh, yeah.
Something we can do anytime, anywhere.
Right.
Just taking 5 deep breaths 5 times a day, it can have a profound impact on our nervous system. It lowers those cortisol levels and promotes a sense of calm.
I love that. It's such a simple yet powerful tool that we often forget about.
It is, and the beauty of deep breathing is that it activates the vagus nerve, which is like our body's built-in relaxation button.
Oh, wow. So we're literally calming our nervous system with every deep breath we take.
It's amazing. And there are so many other stress-busting techniques we can explore. Mindfulness, meditation, spending time in nature, exercise.
I'm sensing a theme here. It's like we have this incredible toolbox filled with powerful tools for feeling better.
Yeah,
But we often forget about them or don't know how to use them effectively.
exactly. And that's what this deep dive is all about. It's rediscovering those tools and empowering you to take control of your health and well-being.
I love that. It's not about relying on some magic pill or quick fix. It's about tapping into our own innate healing power.
Absolutely. And one of the most powerful tools for healing and rejuvenation is sleep.
Oh, yeah.
The time when our bodies do their most important repair and detoxification work.
So sleep is not just about resting our bodies and mind. It's actually essential for our overall health.
It is. It's like having a dedicated cleaning crew coming in every night to tidy up our mansion, clear out the garbage, and make repairs.
Okay, so if we're skipping on sleep, it's like we're canceling the cleaning crew and letting the garbage pile up.
Exactly. And the consequences, they go way beyond just feeling tired. Sleep deprivation weakens our immune system, it disrupts our hormones, it impacts our mood, increases our cravings for unhealthy foods, and even accelerates the aging process.
Yikes. Okay, I'm starting to realize just how important sleep really is for feeling our best.
It really is. And the good news is there are simple, actionable steps we can take to actually improve our sleep quality and then reap those amazing benefits.
Okay, I'm all ears. Give us the sleep optimization plan.
Okay, first, consistency is key. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends,
Yeah.
to help regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
So we're establishing a regular sleep schedule, even if it's a little different from our current, like, chaotic sleep patterns.
Right. And create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. Take a warm bath, read a book, listen to calming music, do some gentle stretching or meditation.
It's like creating a sacred space for sleep and giving our bodies permission to fully relax and just let go.
Exactly. And make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool, a true sleep sanctuary.
Okay.
Invest in blackout curtains if you need to. Use earplugs if it's noisy, and keep the room temperature comfortably cool.
Got it. And what about those pesky screens that seem to be everywhere these days?
Ah, yes, the blue light bandits.
Yes.
The blue light emitted from our phones, tablets, and computers, it suppresses melatonin production,
Right.
which is the sleep hormone. Avoid screens for at least an hour or two before bed. And if you have to use them, wear blue light blocking glasses or use a blue light filter app.
So we're protecting our sleep from those blue light invaders. I love that visual.
It's a good one. And there are other things we can do to optimize our sleep environment, like make sure your bed is comfortable and use a white noise machine if you need to.
This is all great advice. I feel like I'm already starting to prioritize sleep more just by thinking about it.
That's a great start. And remember, even small changes can make a big difference.
So we talked about food, stress, sleep, all essential ingredients for feeling amazing. What else can we do to help our bodies thrive?
Let's talk about movement.
Okay.
And I'm not just talking about hitting the gym.
Right.
Both sources highlight that movement in any form is like giving our bodies this good internal cleaning.
Okay,
It helps clear out toxins, boosts mood, and reduces inflammation.
I love that. Movement as a cleaning agent for our mansion bodies.
Exactly. It's not just about burning calories or building muscles. It's about stimulating lymphatic drainage, which is like our body's detox highway. Think of it as unclogging the plumbing in your mansion body, allowing everything to flow freely.
That's a great analogy. So what kind of movement is best for maximizing those cleaning benefits?
Walking is a superpower.
Yes.
It's gentle, accessible to almost everyone, and it's incredibly effective for boosting circulation, lymphatic drainage, mood, and overall well-being. Aim for at least 30 minutes of brisk walking most days of the week.
Walking is my jam, and I love that you can easily incorporate it into your day. Walk during your lunch break, take the stairs instead of the elevator, park further away from your destination. Those little bits of movement really do add up.
Absolutely. Think movement snacks throughout the day rather than like grueling workouts you dread. Find activities you genuinely enjoy. Dancing, swimming, hiking, playing a sport, gardening, anything that gets you moving and makes you feel good.
It's about making movement a joyful part of our lives, not a chore.
Exactly. When we find activities we love, we're more likely to stick with them and reap those amazing benefits.
Okay, so we've covered food, stress, sleep, movement. We're hitting all the key areas here. What's the final piece of the puzzle when it comes to feeling truly amazing?
Connection. We are social creatures. We're wired for connection. And both sources highlight that connection is just as essential as food and sleep. It provides emotional cleaning and builds resilience, helping us navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life.
It's like filling our mansion bodies with laughter, love, and support, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere.
Exactly. And the benefits of connection go far beyond just feeling good. It buffers against stress, it boosts our mood, it strengthens our immune system, and it even helps us live longer, healthier lives.
On the flip side, loneliness and isolation are as bad for us as smoking. That's a sobering thought.
It is, so we have to be proactive about building true connection in our lives.
Okay, give us the actionable steps. How do we prioritize connection in a world that often feels so isolating?
Start by prioritizing face-to-face time with the people who matter most. Put away your phone, be present, and truly listen.
Okay,
Join a group with shared interests, volunteer, be the one who reaches out and connects with others. Even small gestures of kindness and connection can make a big difference.
so it's about making a conscious effort to cultivate those meaningful connections in our lives.
It is, and it's also about being mindful of our social media consumption.
Yeah,
While social media can be a tool for connection, it can also contribute to feelings of isolation and comparison if we're not careful.
it's about finding that balance between the virtual world and the real world, and nurturing those real-life connections that truly nourish our souls.
Exactly. And I think one of the most important takeaways from both sources is this. We are not powerless. We have the power to make choices that support our health and well-being.
Right. It's about taking ownership of our health and becoming active participants in our own healing journey.
Absolutely. And that includes being open to new information and experimenting to see what works best for our individual bodies.
I love that. It's about becoming our own health advocates and trusting our body's wisdom.
It's like we've been given the keys to this amazing mansion, but we kind of let it fall apart because we weren't paying attention to like the warning signs, you know?
And we've been trying to fix the leaky pipes with duct tape and just ignoring those flickering lights altogether.
Exactly. But the good news is it's never too late to like start taking care of our mansion bodies and get back that health and vitality.
So how do we go from feeling like a crumbling mess to feeling really amazing? What are the key things we should be focusing on?
Well, we already talked about getting rid of that garbage fuel in our diet and really filling up on nutrient-rich, real food, right? It's like trading in that cheap, low-grade fuel for the premium stuff that keeps our engines running smoothly.
And I love that idea of the 10-day real food reset as a way to just kickstart the process and really experience what it's like to make those changes.
It's a total game changer for a lot of people. It's not about like deprivation or anything.
Right.
It's about giving our bodies what they actually need to thrive.
Okay, so we're fueling up with premium food. What else can we do to keep our mansion bodies running smoothly?
Let's talk about stress. Remember that invisible garbage truck dumping toxins into our system? We got to find ways to manage that stress, keep it from taking over.
Yeah, because chronic stress is like leaving that garbage truck running in our driveway, spewing out fumes all day and night.
Exactly. And those fumes, that's cortisol, the stress hormone that can really mess with our bodies and minds.
So how do we turn off the engine and get that garbage truck out of our driveway?
Deep breathing. It's one of the quickest and most effective ways to lower those cortisol levels and calm down our nervous system.
Right.
Remember, it's like hitting that relaxation button in our bodies.
And it's something we can do anywhere, anytime. No special equipment required.
Exactly. And there are so many other stress-busting techniques out there that can help us build up our resilience and manage all those curveballs life throws at us.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Mindfulness and meditation, they're so powerful for cultivating a sense of calm and presence, even when everything feels chaotic.
And I personally love spending time in nature. It's like hitting the reset button on our nervous system and just soaking up those good vibes.
It is. Nature is like the original pharmacy,
Yeah.
just full of healing and restorative properties.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about exercise.
Yes.
It's not just about burning calories or building muscles. It's a super potent stress reliever and mood booster.
Exactly. Movement releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift our mood and help with pain.
I remember Donna saying that after she started exercising regularly, she felt like she could handle stress so much better, like she had this new resilience.
That's the power of movement, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy intense or take up a lot of time. Even a brisk walk in nature can do wonders for us, mentally and physically.
Okay, so we're breathing deeply, we're practicing mindfulness, we're spending time outdoors, and we're moving our bodies. What's the next step in our mansion makeover plan?
Sleep. Remember that cleaning crew that comes in every night to repair and detoxify our bodies?
Yeah, we got to make sure they have enough time to do their job and keep our mansion sparkling clean.
Exactly. That means making sleep a priority and creating a sleep sanctuary that helps us get that deep, restful sleep.
So, any tips for creating that sanctuary and getting better sleep?
Consistency is key. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends, to help get your body's natural sleep-wake cycle on track.
So we're setting a regular sleep schedule and sticking to it as much as possible.
Right. And create a relaxing bedtime routine. Signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. A warm bath, a good book, some calming music, gentle stretching, or even meditation.
It's like we're creating this sacred space for sleep, giving our bodies permission to relax and let go completely.
Exactly. And make sure the bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. A real sleep sanctuary.
Okay.
Blackout curtains if you need them, earplugs if it's noisy, and keep that room temperature nice and cool, like around 65 to 68 degrees.
Got it. What about those screens? They seem to be everywhere these days.
Ah, yes, the blue light bandits. That blue light from our phones, tablets, and computers, it really messes with our melatonin production.
Right.
That's the sleep hormone. Avoid screens for at least an hour or two before bed. And if you absolutely have to use them, wear those blue light blocking glasses or use a blue light filter app.
So we're protecting our sleep from those blue light invaders.
Yep. It's good visual, right?
It is.
And there are a few other things you can do to optimize your sleep environment. Make sure your bed is comfy, and if you need it, try a white noise machine.
This is great advice. I feel like I'm already starting to think about sleep differently, like it's more of a priority.
That's awesome. And remember, even small changes can make a big difference.
Okay, we've talked about food, stress, sleep, anything else we can do to help our mansion bodies thrive.
Let's talk about movement. Remember, movement is like giving our bodies that good internal cleaning, boosting circulation and lymphatic drainage, and improving our mood.
And it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Even a brisk walk can make a difference, right?
Exactly. Find activities you enjoy and make them a regular part of your routine. Walk, dance, swim, hike, play a sport, garden, anything that gets you moving and feels good.
It's about making movement a joyful part of our lives, not just another chore to check off the list.
Exactly. And, when we move our bodies, we don't just feel better physically, there are mental and emotional benefits too. Movement helps reduce stress, improves our mood, boosts creativity, and even helps us think more clearly.
So it's like we're giving our mansion bodies a totally tune-up.
I love that. And last but not least, let's not forget about connection. Nurturing meaningful relationships is so important for our emotional and physical well-being.
Because loneliness and isolation are like leaving our mansion bodies empty and cold.
Exactly. We need that warmth and connection to truly thrive. So make time for face-to-face time with the people you care about, join a meal that shares your interests, volunteer, reach out to others. Even small gestures of kindness and connection can go a long way.
So it's about building that sense of community and belonging.
Exactly. And remembering that we're all in this together. We all have our own unique mansions to take care of, but we can definitely support each other along the way.
Wow, it feels like we've been on this amazing journey through our own personal mansions, uncovering all these hidden treasures and tools for feeling amazing.
Yeah, it's like we finally dusted off those cobwebs, opened up the windows, and let all that fresh air and sunshine pour in.
And we've realized that we have the power to create this space, This space that really supports our health and well-being, a space where we can truly thrive.
Exactly. And it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. It's those small, consistent steps that really make a difference over time.
So let's say someone's feeling totally overwhelmed, doesn't know where to start. What's like one simple thing they can do today to start feeling better?
I'd say start by tuning into your body's signals. What's it trying to tell you? Are you tired, craving certain foods, feeling stressed or anxious? Once you start paying attention to those signals, you can make little adjustments to address them.
Like we become detectives in our own mansion bodies, right?
Yeah.
Looking for clues and patterns that can guide us toward better health.
Exactly. And one of the most powerful clues is how our food makes us feel. If we eat something that makes us sluggish or bloated or irritable, it's probably not doing us any favors.
So we got to pay attention to those energy dips after meals and those cravings that kind of come out of nowhere.
Right. And don't be afraid to experiment with different foods to see what makes you feel your best. Remember, food is information. Every bite sends instructions to our genes.
It's like we're programming our bodies for health and vitality with every meal.
Exactly. And one of the easiest ways to upgrade our food choices is to focus on adding more real, whole, unprocessed foods.
So instead of focusing on what we shouldn't be eating, we shift our attention to all the amazing foods that we can add to our plate.
Exactly. And the more we crowd out those processed foods with the real stuff, the less we'll actually crave them.
Like we're slowly turning our mansion kitchen into this vibrant, colorful space, right? Filled with amazing, delicious ingredients.
Love that visual. And as we start to make those changes, we'll probably notice a difference in our energy, our digestion, our mood, even our sleep.
And speaking of sleep, it's crazy how much of an impact it has on how we feel overall. It's like hitting that reset button on our bodies and minds every night.
It really is. And yet so many of us are sleep deprived. We sacrifice sleep for work, for social media, for all sorts of distractions.
It's like we're telling our cleaning crew to work overtime night after night without giving them a chance to properly tidy up our mansion.
Exactly. Over time, that leads to a buildup of, well, garbage in our bodies and minds. And that contributes to everything from just feeling tired and foggy to more stress and inflammation.
So what are some simple things we could do to actually prioritize sleep and create that sleep sanctuary we were talking about before?
Well, start by sticking to a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. It helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed.
So consistency is key when it comes to sleep.
Definitely. And create a relaxing bedtime routine, like a signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. A warm bath, maybe read a book, some calming music, maybe some gentle stretching or meditation.
So it's about creating a ritual that helps us transition from the crazy busy day to a peaceful night.
Exactly. And remember, make sure that bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool, a real sleep sanctuary. Blackout curtains if you need them, earplugs if it's noisy, and keep the temperature comfortably cool, somewhere around 65 to 68 degrees.
Okay, and of course, we've got to protect our sleep from those blue light bandits. No screens in the bedroom.
For sure. That blue light from our phones, tablets, and computers really suppresses melatonin production. You know, that sleep hormone that helps us fall asleep and stay asleep. So try to avoid screens for at least an hour or two before bed. And if you absolutely have to use them, try those blue light blocking glasses, or there are apps that can filter out blue light.
So we're really creating a sleep sanctuary. Dark, quiet, cool, and free from all those distractions.
Exactly. And as we prioritize sleep, we'll probably start to see positive changes in all areas of our lives. More energy, better focus and productivity, less irritability, and even a stronger immune system.
It's incredible how much of a difference a good night's sleep can make.
It really is. It's one of the best gifts you can give yourself.
So we talked about food, stress, and sleep. What else can we do to really feel amazing?
Let's talk about movement. Remember, movement is like giving our bodies a good internal cleaning. It gets things moving, loose circulation and lymphatic drainage, and it really does wonders for our mood.
And it doesn't have to be a super intense workout, right? Even a brisk walk can do the trick.
Exactly. Find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Walking, dancing, swimming, hiking, playing a sport, even gardening. Anything that gets you moving and makes you feel good.
It's about making movement a fun part of life, not just another chore on that to-do list.
Absolutely. And when we move our bodies, we don't just feel better physically. There are mental and emotional benefits too. Movement can help reduce stress, improve our mood, boost creativity, and even help us think more clearly.
It's like giving our mansion bodies a total tune-up.
I love that. And last but not least, let's not forget the power of connection. Nurturing those meaningful relationships in our lives is so important for our overall well-being.
Because loneliness and isolation are like leaving those mansion bodies of ours empty and cold.
Exactly. We need that warmth and that connection to really thrive. So make time for those face-to-face interactions with loved ones. Join a group that shares your interests, volunteer, reach out to others. Even small gestures of kindness and connection can make a world of difference.
It's about creating a sense of community and belonging, right? Feeling like we're a part of something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. And remembering that we're all in this together. We all have our unique mansions to take care of, but we can absolutely support and encourage each other along the way.
That's a beautiful message. We have the power to transform our health and well-being one step at a time. And we don't have to do it alone.
Absolutely. We have all the tools we need to create a life filled with energy, vitality, and joy.
So let's ditch the garbage, embrace those tools, and step into our most amazing selves. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.